people up in here, man. Mr. 43TX, shout out to you. Mr. Poohman 313, dedicated to the cause. Big shout out to Mark the Freelancer. Shout out to Braxton the Snake Fiend. Also, big shout out to who else we got up in here, man? Where I see my members. Now, where's the wrench mob at? I need the wrench mob to make their presence known. I want you all to say what's up, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to be here. Make sure you let everybody know where you came from. Somebody want to know where my jelly jar is. Right here, baby. I'm sipping good. I hope everybody has been having a good time. I've been putting up these tidbits, these videos, but I decided on this particular evening that I wanted to address a topic that I have been dealing with for some time now, okay? And that particular topic has to do with reparations. Somebody typed reparations in the chat room. It is a controversial thing to give black folks reparations. And when I say black folks, I'm not talking about racial. I'm talking about foundational black American people. Now, here's the thing. For those of you all who've been with me from day one, you know that I've been dealing with this particular issue since way back in 2000. So I've been dealing with it 5 years. Shout out to my man, Red Sidney. Thank you so much for being the first person to contribute to the super chat. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you sincerely. Thank you. And to everybody else. Look, man, as I said before, as I say all the time, if you don't learn something, then I don't need to earn nothing. Okay, but if you learn something, I should earn something. I'm not out here begging for anything. But if I teach you something that you didn't otherwise know, and then you feel so inclined as to contribute to the super chat, then we good. And it doesn't matter if it's the super chat or the super love button on the rebroadcast. Shout out to all the rebroadcast people. I appreciate you all. I'm not out here begging, but if you learn something, I should earn something. So again, like I say, welcome back to the Dennis Spurling podcast, the voice of truth, justice, and power for foundational black Americans. Now, in today's episode, it's not just a broadcast, it's a declaration, okay? For decades, we've heard politicians, black folks especially, black politicians, they've gone and come. They've given lip service about reparations or reparative justice. We've seen commissions form. We've watched symbolic gestures handed out like candy, apologies, plaques, statues, hashtags. But when it came time to write the check, when it came time to deliver the real justice, the system stalled, distracted, and retreated. Well, I'm not here asking for justice anymore for foundational black Americans. I'm here to build a pathway to it. Somebody type pathway in the chat room. Hallelujah. Somebody type pathway in the chat room, okay? Because that's what we're doing. And I may not get there with you, but I've seen the promised land, as they say. Bottom line is, this is a pathway for posterity. You see? And as I said, over the past 4 years, I, DennisSpurling, civil litigation attorney, descendant of the enslaved Americans, have drafted and submitted the Foundational Black American Slave Trade Restorative Justice Act of 2025. And it can be changed to 2026, 27, whatever. Okay, and this isn't some vague policy suggestion or an academic exercise. This is draft legislation backed by a proposed executive order and a comprehensive legal rationale and the constitutional authority. And it has also, it's already been placed directly into the hands of decision makers in Washington, D.C., including Senators John Cornyn, Senator Ted Cruz, both of Texas, and our current president, somebody type 47, somebody type 47, President Donald J. Trump. And see, what makes this approach different is it's three things. It's lineage-based, not race-based. This legislation targets a specific class of Americans, foundational black Americans, and those whose ancestors were illegally trafficked into the U.S. And this is after the federal ban in 1808. It excludes recent immigrants from Africa or the Caribbean. And this is not about being black. It's about being descendant from a specific injustice under U.S. law. It's legally sound. We're not reinventing the wheel here. We're not begging. We're following the model laid out by Congress itself in the Justice Against Sponsors of Terrorism Act, JAST or JASTA, which allows American citizens to sue foreign governments for supporting acts of terrorism. We are simply asking, why should successor African states who helped traffic enslaved Africans after it was outlawed in 1808 be treated any differently? It doesn't rely on Congress alone. We've included a proposal and a proposed executive order that the president can sign today to create an interagency task force without asking for another vote, another delay, or another excuse. This is the first serious legislative effort in American history to pierce the sovereign immunity established jurisdiction and empower foundational Black Americans to sue those who violated our ancestors, their humanity, and this nation's laws. It's bold, it's specific, and most importantly, it's doable. So while others are stuck talking in circles about what we deserve, and I'm here to say, this is what we're claiming. Shout out to Mr. 43TX. And we're claiming it through the law that's already on the books, through the history, and through the very Constitution that this country was built on. We're not begging. It's about litigation. This is not about division. It's about specificity. It's not about blaming the present. It's about healing the past so we can reclaim our future. Look, I'm going to show you. Everybody get your little cell phones out. I want you to see what I've done. I want you to see it. I'm not hiding it. I'm dividing. You understand me? I'm not going to hide it. I'm dividing it. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to let you see the letter that I sent to Donald Trump. Let me let y'all look at the letter. I want you to see it. Okay? I sent it on April 25th. I'm going to share the screen. I'll see the letter on my letterhead. Speaking of which, if anybody needs a lawyer, you've been involved in a car accident, I'll make sure this is, I'm doing this, but this ain't my main forte, but I'm doing it for my people because I feel it needs to be done. And so I would like for my people to support me. I sent it on April 25th. I'm going to share the screen. I'll see the letter on my letterhead. Speaking of which, if anybody needs a lawyer, you've been involved in a car accident, I'll make sure this is, I'm doing this, but this ain't my main forte, but I'm doing it for my people because I feel it needs to be done. And so I would like for my people to support me. Now let's go ahead. So if you've been involved in some sort of motor vehicle accident, it doesn't matter where you are around the country. Uncle D got a lot of people everywhere. This is the letter that I sent FedEx to the Trump White House, and there's one similar. I'm gonna read it to you. Okay, y'all reading? You ready? All right, let's read it together. And it's addressed to Donald Trump at the White House. Dear President Trump, my name is DennisSpurling. I write to you as an attorney and representative of a growing coalition committed to a lineage-based restorative justice for foundational Black Americans who are the descendants of those unlawfully trafficked to the United States after the 1808 federal ban on the transatlantic slave trade. I respectfully submit to your review the enclosed draft legislation entitled the Foundational Black American Slave Trade Restorative Justice Act of 2025, along with a proposed executive order establishing a federal task force to investigate and respond to these historic crimes. These instruments represent a legally sound, historically justified, and morally imperative path towards redress for a uniquely American lineage. Foundational Black Americans, hashtag FBA. Somebody type FBA in the chat room. They address the enduring historical significance and profound national importance, the legacy of the illegal post-1808 transatlantic slave trade and its direct impact on the descendants of those Africans unlawfully brought to the United States in violation of the act prohibiting the importation of slaves in 1807. So this law was already on the books and they still were violating it. Despite this federal prohibition taking effect on January 1st, 1808, evidence confirms that slave ships, including the Clotilda and the Wanderer, somebody type that in the chat room. Somebody typed the Clotilda and the Wanderer, continued transporting enslaved Africans directly to U.S. soil, often with the involvement or sponsorship of certain African nations. These actions were not only illegal under the U.S. law, but also inflicted permanent damage on individuals. Shout out to my man Tame Chaos. I'm gonna make sure I read all the super chats in detail, but this is busy work. This is good work. I need to make sure I read this coherently because I know we got people who are listening to this, and this is a roadmap. I'm giving you the game. This is what our children will be able to look at and pick it up. Let's keep listening. Let's keep listening to me now. These actions were not only illegal under U.S. law, but also inflicted permanent damage on the individuals enslaved and their descendants, known as foundational Black Americans. Every time I say foundational Black Americans, I want y'all to type FBA in the chat room. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the broadcast. This is Uncle D. People wash their ass in the tub, Kamala Harris.
You were tuned in to Uncle D. D's Black Man Talk. Pull up, homie, take a seat. Don't be a shadow watcher every day. You learn something and you earn something. Let them know and drop some money in the plate. It's getting cold, ladies, talking ratchet. Lizard King here, grab your coat, zip your jacket. Keep quiet for a second, close your jaw. Attorney Spurling, this ain't pearly, know the law. Talking Constitution, pushing pins when he shooting, give him that. Masculinity, just for the record, sprinkle that. You can keep your cat, gotta cut it. Only cat he rubbing, gotta love it. I call it Molly Buddy. Gotta vote your interest, voting earns. Presidential, this is for the money that I earn. When you gon' learn, my people, that evil mixed with evil. No matter what you're doing, baby, this ain't equal. Sometimes when you're special, you get hated. The test is for the best, you're damn right, my people made it. Uncle D, Blizzard King, you been served, gotta notice. Now black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now. Uncle D, you been served, get your notice now. Black men out here know we winning, gotta hold it now.
Hey man, I'll do what I do.
Somebody need to whip your ass.
Get up and whip him, Sweets.
Hey, don't be putting the money in my hand all rough.
Take your ass out here. You buy you a Flowbee and cut your own damn hair from now on.